You are worthy. You are enough. Just as you are enough. You are just right. You deserve to feel whole. Because you are whole. And you don't have to earn or prove anything. You just get to be. So as I say these words, I invite you to check in. How are they landing? Do you feel like you can somewhat receive the truth of your inherent worth? Or you may feel some skepticism or some discomfort. There may also be a tension of one part of you whispering, yes, yes, yes. And another part saying, but what about all those times you messed up? And but what about all those people who don't like you? And what about this? And what about that? So there may be that tension of both being present. So in this video, we're going to explore embodying our worthiness and what causes a lot of people to shy away from owning their worth, from reveling in it. So first, let's get clear on what I mean by worthiness. This is a new framework of worthiness, a new vision, certainly not unique to me, that we all are inherently worthy. So it's not the old model based on superiority or inferiority, which was, assuming that there's some hierarchy, and in order for me to be good or worthy or enough, then I have to be somewhere near the top, and then that implies there's other people at the bottom that I'm squashing. So this model of domination can just fall away. Because when we recognize that our worth is not something we have to earn or prove, when we recognize that it's just like a flame, it's something we carry with us, or we can envision it as a glowing ball of light, or a sun, or a river. When we recognize that this is intrinsic and can never be extinguished, then we also understand that fundamentally all beings carry the same beautiful flame. That all beings are just right as they are in our uniqueness. We all deserve to be honored, respected, seen, heard, acknowledged. We all deserve to be free from oppression and these myths of superiority, inferiority. We all deserve to be free from those old, damaging, hierarchical structures. So this actually takes us into the first reason why a lot of people shy away from claiming their worth. And it has to do with this old model, because we feel like, I don't want to be arrogant or narcissistic or entitled. We've seen those models and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good when you're in the presence of somebody who says, I'm the king and the world revolves around me, or the queen, that can happen too. So, we don't have to worry about that when we recognize that our worth is intrinsic and we see that flame. We see that potential that loving essence in everyone else, we see it in all beings and the earth, then that need for the bravado falls away, as well as so much destruction falls away, because we know that we are enough in here. Now, another reason why people may find it difficult to connect to their inherent worth is those painful incidents. Might have been a few specific incidents. I've had those, like when I was 5 and my friend's dad told me I was bad after he sexually assaulted me. But it also happens millions of times through images we see, messages that say, you are not good enough, but if you buy this, maybe you will be. You are not good enough, but if you look this way, then maybe you will be. These incidents also come from people saying, we're too loud, we're too weird, we're too big, or that we're too shy and too small or too brainy. From people telling us that we're embarrassing. There's so many different ways that we can start to feel disconnected. And we get more into that voice of doubt. And it feels like this cloud is over the truth of our inherent worth. So let's just reconnect for a moment. What does it feel like to say, I am enough? Just as I am is just right. I belong here. And I don't have to earn or prove anything. So this brings us to the final fear that often prevents people from resting in their worth. And that is the fear that if we felt like we were good enough, we'd just be lazy or we'd never do anything and the world would just basically stop because, there's this fear of who's going to grow the food, who's going to teach the children, who's going to care for the sick. So this would be a concern if fear were the only source of motivation for humans. But you've probably experienced, and I know I have as a mother and a teacher, I have seen that there are so many other ways for people to feel motivated that don't involve a feeling of being deficient. So we can be motivated by love for ourselves, love for the people we interact with and connect with. We can be motivated by the satisfaction of taking an idea, a seed, and watching it grow, building something, creating something, watching it come to fruition. That is incredibly motivating for people. And then there's the motivation of making a contribution, of wanting to be part of the ecosystem, of giving and receiving and contributing and gently allowing in. That is fun. So we don't have to worry that the world will stop and people will stop producing things if we come into this new structure of all people being worthy as they are, being just right, honoring the wounds that people have experienced, giving space for healing. That's something we're going to go into in subsequent videos. But we can create this new framework of us all feeling worthy. So I invite you now to receive this simple song. You can receive it in any way that feels right to you. You can sing along. You can just listen. You can sit. You can walk around. You can unload the dishwasher if you want. However you feel is the right way to connect with this healing music is just right. You are worthy. You are whole. 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 You are worthy. You belong. You are worthy. You belong. You are worthy. You are whole. You are worthy. You are whole.